Hello and welcome to Pokemon Part 38, and hopefully we can finally leave this twist of a mountain. We need a Saint Bernard Pokemon. You know, a big dog that has some sort of healing ability. That'd be pretty sweet. I was just thinking about that when I saw all this snow here. You know, I was thinking if you were speedrunning Pokemon White or Black, they're pretty much the same game. But if you were speedrunning one of these games, would you have to declare what season you played? Because effectively, you could just run across Twist Mountain if it's winter. I would guess that they don't really declare what season they speedrun it under, but they just do it under winter. Oh, what a sore loser. You're only strong because you control your Pokemon. Yep, it's called training, dear. And honestly, this is a rare occasion. It's one of the few times when Sharon is actually saving the day, and we just walk in it afterwards. And speaking of which, Sharon does appear in this area later on in the game. After you finish the main story, and you can sort of battle him here with some sort of ultimate Sharon team or something. Anyway, Sharon. Actually, what? I'm not even sure what they were doing here. I guess they weren't listening when Clay explained it. I guess they were just doing their typical Pokemon Bright stuff. Anyway, he decides to stay here and grind for a bit. A sensible man. But I think there's a few more items I wanted to pick up here. Again, you know, Twist Mountain, it's a bit non-linear. Not really sure how to take this. Now, again, I said that the layout of this place changes depending on the season, but you can also see in the table here, the Pokemon also changes. Obviously, a few of Ice Pokemon do turn up in the winter. And speaking of Ice type, this area of the map is sort of snowy. There'll be some definite cold locations coming up. And the next gym will be a Ice type gym, so that will give us a good, yeah, it'll show off all the Ice Pokemon they've introduced in this generation. Anyway, this trainer you can see here sends it as a Krokorok or whatever. But water beats sand, so there you go. Now, as for Mitchell, the Swanna, well, the thing is with flying types is they tend to be fragile. And obviously that's to reflect how they fly, but I suppose there could have been another flying type I could have used other than Mitchell, but like I said, I like the design. Oh, here we go. Now this is a Clank, I think. Yeah, Clink Clank, Clink Clank. Yeah, there we go. That's what the Pokemon are called. A Steel type, the evolution of Clink, and yeah, if you blinked, you missed it. Now, I like this guy's taste because he also has a Palpitoad. But yeah, Grass, full-time strength. And it is funny. It is really satisfying to have all my Pokemon in their final forms now. Maybe because their designs are cool, but yeah, they just look so grand. Especially when you've been training these Pokemon throughout the game, it's good to have that sort of reward. TM90 Substitute. That's a move really used in competitive battles as a sort of staller type situation. Kind of cool. I don't really use it here. Maybe I should have, but there you go. And in this lone section here we have a metal coat. Now, this is an item you would equip to a Pokemon, then trade that said Pokemon to make it evolve. You know, something introduced in Gen 2, I guess to show off the items. And of course, if you trade an Onix with it, you can get a Steelix. If you trade a Cypher, you get a Scizor. But, yeah, I don't really have a real good use for it. But anyway, with us out of the caves, we now find ourselves in Icirrus City. And he tells us about a location coming up quite soon, I should say. But yeah, this guy, if I recall, he's Juniper's father, so it's nice to get a warm reception from this guy. Now this town, again, the layout does change depending on the season. And when I was recording this, I'm glad I got it for winter. Mainly because there's a few items you can only get in winter, but you know, this is meant to be the ice city, the ice gym. So it's very fitting it should be under some cold weather. And this character here is a member of Team Rocket in the top right there. And I guess it's a sort of really clever in-joke that Game Freak did. He speaks in sort of a broken English, which is meant to be a joke about the translation issues. Very amusing. That, and keep in mind, this is meant to be America, and the other regions were meant to be in some sort of Japan. So yeah, that guy's actually a foreigner. So so the weird thing is, his broken English does actually work. Anyway, that's a really nice touch. And again, like, Pokemon really have a good track of keeping their sort of ongoing jokes. It's like when people suspected you might find a Mew under the truck in the first generation of Pokemon. When they made their sort of Fire Red and Leaf Green remakes, they actually put a cookie underneath the truck. Just to let you know they heard about the theories. Anyway, I haven't been really showing this off, but in every Pokemon Center you can buy exclusive items per city. And in this one you just saw, you can buy Thunder, Blizzard, and Fire Blast. Now, considering you can only get Ice Beam after the game, after the main story, it might be a good idea to buy Blizzard, but the trouble is it has low accuracy. On the other hand, I'm thinking maybe I should have brought Thunder, because like Blizzard, it's powerful but has low accuracy. But Galvantula has the ability Compound Ice, which raises its accuracy. So yeah, that's the thing which occurred to me after I completed this LP. You know, it's funny what you think of. Now, talk to this lady here. She will give you a very cool TM, Brick Break. A quite powerful fighting type move. It's also very versatile. A lot of Pokemon can learn it. Yeah, and considering you're going up against an Ice type gym leader, yeah, I would recommend at least picking it up. This guy here, he will buy relics off you. For example, the Big Pearl. And yeah, that's one way to earn money. And another good point is that there is actually a place very... Hey, look at them! They're square dancing! But like I was saying, there is actually a place coming up where you'll meet... you'll find some relics you can sell to that guy. Some very valuable relics. Which I did like. It did make me feel like Indiana Jones. And of course we have a rare candy, which you can only get in winter. Anyway, I do like this quaint little town. It's quite charming, I must say. And I guess showing him a Pokemon or something gives us another experience share. And I already have one, so, but yeah, it's appreciated nevertheless. And here we have another happiness checker. Now, I believe that the phrase she used, it's super friendly towards you, means it's happy, but it's not quite maxed out with its happiness. So it looks like I need to work on my Pokemon a bit more to make them happy. There's no pleasing some people. Oh, thanks for the mythology lesson. Anyway, yeah, nice talking to you. Honestly, so I feel like some of the NPCs in Pokemon are just there for just for filling up space. Yeah, anyway, this house has quite a rather creepy tradition. It sort of kidnaps any users and forces them to compete in a game show they have going on here. Of course, it's a good idea not to lose, because if you do, they will kill you and eat your skin. If you look in the back, you can see like a huge pile of backpacks, where they had done this very savage tradition to 50 hitchhikers that came this way. So fingers crossed, let's hope we can get this right. And of course we can't just type in an answer, we need to go through the list and check it out ourselves. Not really a fan of this. I mean, are Nintendo scared we'll type in swear words? Hey, you answered correctly, which means you get to live today. And all that for an antidote. I guess it's an okay feature. But anyway, in this section here you can catch a few ice Pokemon and a few fighting types. But I'm happy with Jack Black. I think he can handle this ice gym very, very well. And so we talk to this guy here, and he tells us more about Dragon Spiral Tower. But not quite, because first we need to go somewhere else. That's right, we've reached the point where we're going to encounter some legendaries. Please join me then.